Hey everybody, it's Sean from BusyBoxx, and today we're going to explore compositing in After Effects with our 4K powder explosions. We're starting out with a cool, somewhat dark clip of a player hitting a baseball, and we're going to dress this up with a colorful 4K powder explosion. So, let's get right into After Effects and go ahead and import our footage of the player, along with our powder clip and the alpha clip provided by BusyBoxx. Now, since our baseball player is not on green screen, in order to cut him out from the background, we'll need to employ the roto brush tool and do some rotoscoping. Now, this involves painting over our object, in this case our baseball player, to create a new matte for each frame of the clip. So be prepared to spend some time on this process. You may need to zoom in and change your brush size to capture more details. And if you hold down Alt on Windows, you can subtract from your drawn outline. Now, After Effects uses some pretty smart algorithms to try to help you. If you go forward frame by frame, it will attempt to draw the next mask. It won't always get this right, so you'll most likely still have to tweak each frame, but at least you'll have a starting point. In the interest of time for this tutorial, we're going to move quickly, so I'll speed this section up a bit while I tweak the mask. To smooth out your matte, you'll want to feather it to 30 or so, increase your contrast 100%, and then shift the edge inward 5%. That would be a -5. Then we'll scrub through our results to see how the player is now separated from his background. Now we'll work on preparing our powder explosion. So drag the clip and its alpha to a new comp. Move the alpha on top of the clip and change the track matte of the main clip to Luma matte. We'll also want to create a new adjustment layer and put it on top, and then go over to our effects, find remove color matting, and apply this to our adjustment layer. This helps remove color fringes from layers with pre-multiplied color channels. Put simply, it's going to make the areas with partial transparency look better. Now we're ready to assemble our parts. Let's drag our rotoed baseball player comp to a new composition. Then add our powder explosion comp. And now we'll need to spend some time adjusting its size, position, and speed. We'll also drop in the original footage completely in the background. Let's drop this stretch down to about 15% to speed up our explosion. Then we'll slide the track to about where the bat hits the ball. This will be the first frame of our powder clip also. Then we can roughly position it over our baseball. Since our 4K powder explosion clip is shot at over 900 frames per second, and our baseball player is probably somewhere in the 120 to 240 range, we'll need to enable time remapping on our powder track and place some keyframes at spots where we want the fastest action, and then again where the action slows down. Then you can open up these keyframes in our graph editor and adjust them to taste. Then you can select these points, smooth out the curve. You may need to experiment a little to get the speed that suits your footage. Let's play this back and see what we've got. And this looks pretty good. Let's drag our rotoed player comp to the top layer so he's not obscured by the powder. Now we need to go in and tweak the size and position of our powder. You want to start about the same size as the baseball and quickly scale that up and animate the position as the powder spreads out. Again, depending on your footage, this may take some time. Now let's add a curve adjustment on each layer to do a slight amount of final color correcting. And one final step might be to take our layers into a new comp and animate the final position of the zoom of the entire scene to add some overall motion and help hold the elements together. And there you go. Another great shot taken to new heights with powder explosions by BusyBoxx.